Okay, we are back, and I want to talk to a guy named Mike Nawrocki. Did I say that last name right?
Yes, you did. Oh, here I am.
Sweet, he's back.
I'm back. Yeah.
Cool. Now you not only voice Larry the Cucumber, and of course Larry Boy, his nemesis, whatever you would call that.
his superhero persona.
Yeah, there you go. Persona. There we go. So you also voice other voices on VeggieTales. Tell me what those voices are.
Let's see. Jean-Claude P. Hello. Keep walking, and you will knock down my wall. So I do Jean-Claude P. I do Jerry Gord, who is kind of the soft-spoken Gord brother. You know, he kind of just talks and spits and spurts. So he's sort of doesn't have much to say. And then I don't. You know, those are the three main ones that I do. And then I do one of the scallions. There's 3 scallions. So see you around, silly pickle. Do that one, and then. Which other one? And then Oscar, the Polish caterer, he pops up every once in a while. So he was in the 8 Polish dishes of Christmas, and then just some other random characters every now and then. So, cool. But kind of 3 or 4 mainstay characters.
So let's go back real quick. So before VeggieTales was known to the world, before you could go to Walmart and buy them on VHS, remember that?
Yeah, man.
What was happening? How did you and Phil get together? Phil Vischer, the co-creator of VeggieTales. How did you guys get together? I heard something about puppets. I heard something about Bible school. I even heard something about you guys getting kicked out of chapel or failing something. What happened there?
Well, man. Well, okay. So we have a deep history in Minnesota. So Phil and I both attended. We both grew up in the Christian Missionary Alliance denomination from different parts of the country. I was from Denver. He was from the Chicago area. But we met at St. Paul Bible College, which is now called Crown College, out near between Waconia and St. Bonifacius.
Out in the sticks.
Out in the sticks. Well, it's getting less and less out in the sticks, as time goes by. It's crazy. But so we met there, and we had both planned on going to that college for a year and a half because Phil wanted to go to film school. I wanted to be a doctor, and they didn't really have either of those programs there. But we wanted to go, to our denominational school and get some Bible classes and take that with us into our respective careers. And so, but every student who came into the school was required to do a student ministry, and both Phil and I. Separately, had just grown up doing puppetry. We were both big Jim Henson fans, and it turned out we were both also big Monty Python fans.
Oh, funny.
So we had a lot of similar, a lot of similar interests, and so we just clicked right away and just had a great time writing and performing puppets together. We just travel around the Minnesota countryside. With our puppets doing puppet shows, and so as part of the outreach of the school, and. So that was fun, but it is true. We had only planned on going to school there for about a year and a half, and the school had a mandatory chapel attendance policy, and there was chapel I think every morning at 10 a.m. And I think during our last couple semesters, we didn't schedule our class until late in the morning, or first class until 11 or 12 p.m. And so slept through a lot of chapels, and so we failed chapel, quote unquote, and so there you go. But yeah, I think you had 2 semesters if you failed chapel twice, in two consecutive semesters, you were invited to stay home for a semester and think about your sins. But we were kind of both had plans to go out anyway. So, but what the funny thing was that years later, the college invited us back to give us alumni awards, and they gave them to us in chapel. And so I remember going up there and receiving the award from the president of the college. And my first line as Larry the Cucumber, I used my Larry the Cucumber voice. I accepted the award, and then I said, "So this is what chapel looks like."
So the creators of VeggieTales failed a course that even a heathen could probably.
I know, right? It's so sad.
Amazing. So we're going to be right back, and I'm going to ask you basically, how you went from puppets, which I believe Phil has gone back to in a way, to the animated world. So we'll be right back.